President Trump is expected to release his budget today, and it could set up another battle over the border wall. Here this morning are Republican strategist Jackie Bally and Democratic strategist Dallas Jones. Good morning, and thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Okay, now, the president all of a sudden says he wants $8.6 billion for the wall, which is more than $2.5 billion more than what he initially wanted.
Yes, and you're going to see another battle. Schumer and Pelosi have already come out swinging. And I think what we need to look at is this is not the president's wall. We've seen a record surge of illegals entering our country, highest numbers according to ICE and other border agents since 2011. And we do need to secure our country. We also see a 5% increase in economy, and he's going to do a 3% decrease in other areas in his budget. This is a wish list, and we do need to secure our border. So instead of saying this is Trump's wall, Pelosi and Schumer should just acknowledge we do need infrastructure, something they've supported many times in the past.
This is Trump's wall. The Speaker and the House and the Senate leader are correct in this. And frankly, what happened to the promise that Mexico was going to pay for this wall that was going to bring forth this great security for our country? This was a campaign promise that he made. He ensured the American people that Mexico was going to pay for the wall. And certainly, as he's putting forth this budget, which, as you mentioned, is way more than what he previously asked for this wall, you're correct, Jackie. He is making very deep cuts in places like Medicare, Social Security, and places where the American people that need it the most really need these resources. They're the ones that are taking the hit for this wall that we don't need.
Let's move on to Beto O'Rourke right now. He made a sort of, I don't want to call it a surprise appearance, but he did make an appearance at South by Southwest in Austin to preview a documentary kind of about him. Do you think he's going to be jumping into the race right now?
You know, when we were here on the show talking about his Senate race, I thought he was running a presidential race at that time. He was courting a lot of people in Hollywood. He was going to New York to raise money. But
so you liked him?
Yeah, that was not the case. But you see now in polling, now that he's in a presidential race, you have Biden, who hasn't even entered the race as the top Democrat nominee, and you also have Kamala Harris, and you have Sanders that are polling very high. So I've always said campaigning 101 is always who you're running against. This is a different race, and his polling numbers are quite different.
He's definitely running for president. I think at this point, you know, his road trips, his college appearances, I mean, this is not the behavior of someone that's not looking to move forward into the limelight and rather fading into the dark. He's gaining momentum, and I think people are asking the question in terms of just having some choices. The great challenge before our party as we move into the next election is who is going to be our nominee. In a field of over 20 candidates, anything can happen. And so I think Beto O'Rourke is going to put his name out there. I mean, let's face it, he needs a job right now.
Love the Beto. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
And we will be seeing you again soon. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.